right, good morning everybody. We're back at Buckley, and instead of crafting at Buckley, we're cooking again at Buckley. This is by far the easiest cookie recipe you'll ever do. It is Scottish shortbread, and as you can see, I have a mold here. You don't have to have a fancy mold, but they're all over eBay from $8 to $22. So if you want to order one, you can. Make sure if you're using one of those, or you have smaller ones, individual sized ones, make sure you oil it. And in our modern age, you know, good old Pam will do just fine for you. All right, so when you do this, I think it would be a great like Thanksgiving Day dessert. It's nothing but butter and sugar and a little bit of salt and some powdered sugar, so it literally melts on your tongue. This would be a great present for Christmas to a neighbor or to a daycare giver, something like that. It's not expensive, but it's the thought that counts. All right, here we go. So in my bowl, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2/3 cup of powdered sugar. I have literally a pinch of salt, which is a little tiny bit in the middle of your hand that you can pinch up with 2 fingers and put it in. And this is 8 ounces of softened butter. Don't get crazy here and decide to make this healthy. Shortbread should never be a healthy cookie. This is a full-fat, melt on your mouth kind of good cookie. So make it with real butter. If you don't, they will not turn out. All right, so I cut it up. Let the butter set out all night so it gets soft. This butter might be just a tad bit hard yet, but you don't want it mushy, and don't melt it. That will cause a problem as well. It needs to be whole. So then you put your hand in, this is your mixer, and you literally just start mixing with your hand. And this will come together very easy. You'll say, no, it's not gonna happen. If somebody says, oh, I'm gonna use this in my mixer, you might over mix it. So it's kind of you'll feel it through your hands and you'll see it come together very easily. So just keep mixing, and once it comes together, it kind of forms a ball. And then you literally take it from this bowl and squish it into that pan. On a modern oven, you're gonna need 325, and it's gonna stay in the oven for 35 minutes. It could go to 40 depending on how your oven cooks. So start checking at 30 minutes. If the edges in the pan are getting brown and the top's a little bit brown, let it go maybe 3 more minutes. If it's not brown at all, let it go at least 5 more minutes, but keep your eye on it because it happens fast. Then take it out, put it on a wire rack, let it cool about 15 minutes. Then take a pie plate or a straight flat platter, put it on the top of this, invert it. It'll literally fall out of the pan for you, and you'll see that beautiful imprint on it. In my house, you can't wait for it to get cool. It gets devoured that quick. But if you're doing it for a present, I would cut through it because as it cools, they get crumblier and they don't come out as nice cut. So I would definitely do the cutting, and then you can put it in a pretty box. I have some brown paper that I'm going to wrap mine in, and just wrap it up, put some twine around it, put a Christmas tag on it, and say Merry Christmas to your mailman or your neighbor that's been shoveling your walk for you. And it'll be a nummy good. It's wonderful with coffee. It's even better with tea. And we're gonna do a couple of these cooking classes for you. So we thought we'd start out real easy. I don't know if you saw the one where we made biscuits. We also made lemon curd. We're gonna try in the spring here down in Buckley to do a couple of cooking classes that you'll be able to register for after the first year. And we're gonna you're gonna take a tour with me over across the street. We're gonna walk over and get fresh eggs from our chickens, and we're gonna have some fresh herbs for you. And you're gonna come over and you're gonna make your own frittatas. We'll teach you how to make a little bit of crust that goes into a frittata, And then we're going to put the eggs in with a choice of herbs that you want to use. And put them in the oven. They'll be individual. You can eat them here, or you can take them home with you. But again, that's going to be part of our tours in the spring. So keep watching for them. We're going to do all kinds of wonderful things come spring. Hopefully this nasty coronavirus will be gone and heading a different direction from us. So we'll be able to have quite a few people. But give us a call after the first year and we'll let you know what's happening. So we're almost there. This one's a little crumblier. My butter was a little colder than the one I made yesterday, but it is starting to come together nicely. And like I said, you just use one hand. You don't have to worry about getting your mixer dirty, any of that stuff. So we're gonna make sure we're almost there. It's so close. It's so close. So see how it starts to crumble? And if your butter's not warm enough, let it set until it gets warm enough, because otherwise it won't make a good cookie either. It makes it too crumbly. Went from crumbly to all gooed together, and that's what you want. And it doesn't have to be fine or perfect or anything. So all I'm going to do now is take it from here, put it in there, and just mush it. You want to make sure you get it into these crevices for those beautiful indentations of the bowl. That's the whole point of having a pretty bowl like this for shortbread. And I put my shortbread pan into the dishwasher just to make sure it's really clean. And when it's oiled and you press it in, you put it in a hot oven, you're good to go. So hopefully you'll take a chance, make some shortbread, give it away as a gift, and maybe just enjoy it yourself. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let us know if you need anything else or if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see us make. Thanks so much. Have a great day.